Before you drive for Walmart Spark, you need to understand some of the biggest driver concerns, problems, and even just general things that you need to know, starting with possibly the most concerning thing. See, Spark is simple enough. I'm going to go to a Walmart, Sam's participating location. It's either shop and deliver. You go into that Walmart, you get it, you shop, and then you deliver. Or it's a load and go. So I get there, I check in, I park at those pickup spots, an associate comes out, loads it into my vehicle, and then I deliver. Seems simple enough. You'll see the pay like most any gig app. There's a potential to get bonus pay, which is nice. And like most any gig app, you can get customer tips. And there is the problem. See, on Walmart Spark, you need to know this before you start driving, and some other apps like Uber Eats do the same thing, let's take a look, by the way, at tips. It's the fact that, yes, Walmart tells customers that tips are optional, of course, and 100% of tips go to the driver. Number two, you can choose to tip before or after your order or after the delivery as well, and other apps do the same thing, food delivery, ride share, and the like. You're free to edit your tip amount for up to 24 hours after the delivery. You have up to 14 days to add a tip for your delivery driver if you choose to leave a tip. So 14 days to add a tip, and then you have 24 hours if you have a tip on there and you want to edit that tip. Do you have an idea of where that's going? So if the order that you get as a Walmart Spark driver, and that's very important, the pay, the mileage, the time, you're looking at all that, and it includes a very high tip, like $10 plus, $15, even sometimes a $20 or $20 plus tip. If the customer can edit that within 24 hours, it has the potential to have what's called tip baiting. So the customer kind of baits that driver, you there, carrot on the stick, and they're saying, hey, I'm going to tip $15. And then within that 24-hour window, they greatly reduce, or worst case scenario, they zero out that tip. Now, certainly tip baiting is not new, and it's not even new on the Walmart Spark platform. Drivers have been reporting this for years, like, hey, I'm doing a run, and then it just gets zeroed out after I complete the thing. Now, honestly though, as someone who just helps you make money in different side hustles, I've done Walmart Spark and a lot of these apps, including apps where, yes, the customer can adjust the tip within 24 hours. They have the ability to zero it out if they want. Is it common? No. Does it happen? Yes. Here's what Spark can do and other apps, frankly, this is what they can do to improve on tip baiting. Number one, what I love is instill some kind of zeroed out tip protections for their workers. Just exactly like Instacart did a la 2022. At the time, Instacart, a grocery shopping platform, said if a customer zeroes out the tip without reporting an issue, zero issue on their end, will cover the amount of the tip that the customer removed, up to $10. Obviously, we love if that was like $15, up to $20, $25, zeroed out tip protection. I think every single gig app that has the ability for the customer to edit the tip, and yes, has the ability to zero out the tip, they should have tip protections for their workers. Especially if there's no reason, nothing went wrong, you went from A to B, you delivered cleanly, there's no damage, especially if you're doing, let's say, grocery, and Walmart Spark, you are delivering, at least in large part, grocery runs. Everything is safely, hygienically, cleanly organized, and it's just delivered well. There's no reason for a customer to really zero out the tip. Now, if there's issues, that's another story, obviously. Now, for you as the driver courier, what can you do? So I've seen drivers, you can think of this as worth it for you if you want to do this. Note the address. Maybe in Google Maps, you can add a tag. You can do that, a label on Google Maps. Another consideration on Spark, and this isn't saying that Spark is a completely bad platform. There's a lot of positives, and Spark can be a very good and high-paying gig app for you. So it's not certainly all bad here. But they have had to deal with bot accounts and duplicates and just fraudulent accounts before. So someone somehow has duplicate accounts, or they're just getting into the system somehow with a skimmer or something to take the highest paying offers. Now, Walmart has addressed this, and Amazon Flex has similar problems, and they address this as well. That's good to see, of course. I want to get it to the point where we're not even hearing about it because it's not really an issue anymore. And just the wait times for offers, because I'm farther away from my Walmart locations here in Pittsburgh. So if I'm going to drive on Spark, I kind of got to get down there anyway. Some locations could be better than others, but the ones that I've tried, sometimes I'm just waiting a long time to get offers. So it's not really worth it. Why would I drive down there, wait 15, 20, 30 minutes just for an offer, and the offers that I get aren't even worth it? I mean, I have seen, here's another thing for 2025, is more of a push towards shop and deliver order volume. So when I first started with Spark here in Pittsburgh, I got a lot more load and go. So I just go there and then they load it and I deliver. I have seen anecdotally, so share if you're seeing the same thing, more of those shop and delivers. So are Spark drivers with what, better metrics or something, getting the load and go, better offers? Or is Spark, Walmart at large, is focusing more on their Spark community, worker community, having them just do more shop and deliver offers? On the positive though, I think that Spark might have the best shopper interface as far as organization, the user interface, and helping you find the items, which is the most important thing that you can do on a shopping platform. Because imagine you're doing Shipt or Instacart, and you know the Walmart, the local grocery store, the Target, you know where stuff's at, but not always. So Spark might say, go to aisle 15 for this item here, and then look at the tags at the top here, go to module or row number, let's say 5. So there's modules at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then look down on the actual UPC for item, let's say 26. So I can see 15 and I'm looking at the tags. There's 26. There's the item I'm looking for. So here's what I would like to see in 2025 to make this a better gig app experience for you. Yeah, the margins, always the dollars to mile payout, especially if there's commuting miles coming back to a Walmart or a Sam's. Okay, the shop and deliver though. If we're going to be doing shop and deliver, keep improving the organization, the user interface. I think they're doing a good job there. If we're going to have like 30 plus item shops there, the pay for the time has to be worth it. If I'm going to be in one of the largest really retail centers, Walmart, if I'm shopping for all those items, walking around that store, it has to be worth it. Yeah, the pay per mile, but the pay per time as well. I really want to see more load and goes because not everyone wants to do shop and deliver. I just want to pull in, get the customer's order, and then deliver. But I do think that tip baiting is probably top of mind for a lot of Spark workers. Yes, the body and the dupe accounts, I think that's gotten better in the last year and a half or so. That could be helped though with a similar program like I showed you with Instacart. And there was even talk from Instacart shoppers if Instacart still had that program for zeroed out tip protection. But I think, again, every gig app should have, at least to a degree, some kind of zeroed out tip protections for their workers.